Welcome to Lanmoutarot. This is a general reading. Ooh, that was very quick, Scorpio. Should we? I think we shall. It fell right there under that a crystal here. I don't want to say the wrong name, but I can't even think right now because I'm like, all the boss, Scorpio, you're taking everything. This is the Three of Fire. Okay. Very interesting to your fire. Not just standing waiting. Someone is in the move here. And we're gonna leave this right here because the way this card fell. By the way, this is the Dreams of Gaia tarot deck. And what we have love. We have, wow. Two of these cards came out for the Libra reading. And the funny thing is, of course, I will shuffle this card. I put them separately, and when I put them back in and shuffled while I meditate on your energy before I even start shuffling on camera. So my mind too wants to say, go ahead and reshuffle again. But I know these are your cards the way they're supposed to come. This is the Five of Fire that hasn't come. This is the Six of air. No, I'm sorry, Five of Air. So this is 2-5 energy. I don't know why I went on top to pull them. So I'm going to leave them right there. For you, Scorpio, you're going to get 2 bonus cards only because it's so interesting the way this card came out. Because they're literally the 7 of Air and the Love card, different position, of course, came out for the Libra reading. But here you have 2 bonus cards. And it's interesting, there are 2 fives. Okay? There are 2 fives. And we have here fire and air, and in both cards here we have two people. It's almost like there's a struggle because with those fives, especially with the Five of Fire and the Five of Air, there's a sense of conflict, right? The five of fire sometimes can be like 2 hot-headed people like going at it, right? Sometimes you see just all the 5 of Wands being swing. Sometimes it's 2 people only that's in there carrying all those 5 wands. But here again, it's 2 people, mano a mano, they're going at it, right? It could be just an argument, like kind of like a very heated exchange, not so much a physical fight, although it can also be a physical fight. And here we also have the Five of air. That's also the other card of conflict. It's the card of like, sometimes it's mental conflict, you having conflicting thoughts, and here I truly feel it very deeply as such, because it's almost like someone is removing their face, or they're holding another facade of themselves, right? Blindfolded, almost kind of like, I do not want to see the truth. I don't want you to even see me. I'm gonna put that face forward for you. Look at that face, because I don't even wanna, don't look at me, and I don't even wanna look at you. Okay? And look at there are 2, what are those? They're like daggers. They're like 2 daggers that are suspended, creating almost like charms in a chain that's in the arm. And it's just very interesting energy because it's all white. She's in all white. The hair is white. The blindfold is white. But behind her you can see the dark sky. And it's like you can see the stars and going in the night. So there's a real sense here of almost like a self-conflict, an inner conflict. Like, I would rather not look, and I don't want to see you. It's not like you're fighting with anybody else. It's like inside. You're pulling one face and showing one face to the world. You don't even, almost like you don't even know, even that face you're showing to the world, it's blindfolded. There's no hair. She's bald. And she's not blindfolded, but I'm saying her eyes are closed. Right? So it's a real sense here. This is an inner conflict. And even in this card with the Five of Wands, it's almost like the alter ego that's fighting with the other. It's almost like it doesn't even seem like someone that's separate from them. It's almost like the alter ego that, look at the way the energy is in the back of his head. Here he's bald and here he's not. It's almost like the same person. He's just leaning a little bit forward. Even if it's not, there's a true sense of like an inner battle that's going for you during this time. Okay, Scorpio, and having that three of fire there, it seems like it's something that you're working through. That's what's facing you. That's like a younger, youthful energy in that three of air. And the three in the three of fire. And the three of fire is a card of making moves. Okay? The two of fire is, okay, we're making plans. Choice is made. Now we're making plans. The three of fire is actually executing that plan, right? And usually we send them standing there. There's a sense of travel too, with the three of fire. Sometimes it's like awaiting travel and arrival to someone, but here they're moving. Look at all these mountains behind on the other side. There's movement here, looking to the side. Almost the wind is blowing because his hair is blowing, but it's not the face. It's not showing cheerfulness. It's not showing any kind of like strain either. It's kind of like, this is the way things are. I'm going with the plan. We're going. He has his water there. He has a little parcel. Like, it's someone who's ready for a journey, about to go on a journey, okay? And or coming from a journey for that matter. But what we started with is the child. And that child looks like it's a feminine energy, and it's a feminine energy. Look at this. It's like if you see a child that's being sent to you from the divine, like to be that child, it's like coming straight from the heavens. Look at this. It's kind of like, it's such a, there's a sense, for a lot of you Scorpio, and this is almost chilling, I'm having goosebumps, because if you have a child in your life that you know is a special child, your intuition has been telling you that there's something about that child that's different, believe it. Okay? Because don't by the way, the seven of air of air in this deck talks about being too dogmatic about our beliefs, being too dogmatic about a way of thinking, about a belief system, of that this is what I've always known, this is the way things have always been, and that's the way it must remain. And the seven of air is really asking you to ask yourself, this way of thinking, is it helping or is it hurting my cause? Is it hurting what I want to do, where I want to be? And that seven of air is sandwiched between the child and love. And this is the dreams of Gaia, and it's very new to me, as far as like I've used it before for reading for myself, but I'm still learning it. But for whatever reason, and I've said it in every reading I've done so far for this cycle, because I want it to be clear and I want to be transparent about it. Spirit really wanted me to use it, and I usually wait to really get used to the deck, to really get to know them inside and out, to build a relationship with the deck. I don't feel like I'm there yet with this deck, but they wanted me to use it today. And this is the first time I'm using it in a reading for another person, and especially on this channel. I certainly never have. Okay? And here the key phrases we have for love. Major Arcana number 12 in this book. And I'm going to look at it in this book because, as you can see, this is a Major Arcana. It's very different than the classical tarot, like, if you will, like the Rider-Waite or any of those decks that are based on them. This one is a little bit different, and even the way they explain the decks, like that Seven of Swords, it's not just about deceit. Even though this time it may be self-deceit, because you like fighting yourself here. You're fighting two aspects of yourself. It's almost like you wanna. There's an inner conflict happening within you. But it has to do with the way of thinking, of seeing things. It has to do with you holding on to a way of seeing things. But it's not talking about so much about like the deceit and lies that's not just directly based on that. They take a little bit of, there's a different definition to the card in this deck. But let's go with love here. Major Arcana number 12. Experience love in all its forms. Love is multifaceted. Your love will shape you or break you. A past love re-enters your life. A love that deserves a second chance. Is it love or infatuation? How do you feel about yourself? And this love card happens to be in the future situation for us. And I don't always read it as such, but this is what's happening here, okay? The love card here also refers to a time of expansion, of doing new things, going new places, meeting new people, new, right? Even the basic definition in the future position, it talks about new love, a growing love, or infatuation that is to come. It is a moment of deep, abiding love and appreciation that will see you blossom and grow. And I wanted to read it from that because it's not just about love. It's in the future situation here. It's really about a new love that's coming. But it's like, because the child is not just about, oh, just about your child. The child also talks about new beginning. The child talks about like a new creation. And with the three of fire here, that's what the three of fire is telling us. It's a card of creation. Literally, key phrase, the first key phrase we have for the child, a new beginning. See your potential. Time to play and laugh. Acknowledge your successes. Okay? So for a lot of you Scorpio, it's really about, because there's a sense here for you to not hold on so much to a way of thinking from the past, especially if there are things that has happened in your past in a love situation. Do not let that become a blockage in your path. Do not let that become almost like a baggage you're carrying forward. Okay, more kind of like take on the energy of the child. The child is innocent. The child, they don't hold grudges. They just know you care for me. Like right now, you feed me, I'm happy, right? They don't carry that memory of like, yeah, they may eventually learn intuitively to mistrust certain energy, but the child doesn't carry past energy from someone else to another. They look at this person with new set of eyes, right? What are you doing? The energy they're getting from that person, they're not gonna associate it someone else's negativity to a new person. Usually not. The child sees things with, they're optimistic about things. That's why they can jump off the bed. They think everything's gonna be okay because they're not carrying on all the worries, all the fears that we carry on as adults. And for some of you, yes, the message is actually about a child. A child that's gonna open up your mind. A child that's gonna be so different. That's gonna be so special in a way. Because I really feel like here, that's almost like, it's saying child, it's almost like a little angel. Like you see when you see the images that we normally see of Jesus, he always has this halo behind him. There's a halo here, and there's the light coming from right above, from the divine, that is lighting that child. All in white. All she has is a flower and that bird. Flowers all around, standing on that pedestal. Born to stand on her own throne, with the light of the divine shining down. This here is your energy. That inner conflict, that inner struggle, that push and pull, that which face do I show, which face is necessary. That's you, Scorpio. And it has to do with a way of thinking. It has to do with perhaps the way you grew up, the learnings, the way they taught you. This is what the world's supposed to be like. This is how it's supposed to be like, perhaps when you become a mother, if you have a child, this is the way it's supposed to be. Or this is the way, whatever it is. There's some kind of dogmatic beliefs that's almost like, that have become almost like a burden for you, that almost you don't even know how to be, that have created conflict within yourself. And I feel what's going to happen is you're going to win that battle. And I'm going to take some clarification card. Because the three of air here, of fire, I keep saying that's the third time I think I said three of air instead of three of fire. The three of fire here is really telling you to act on that spark. Act on that new beginning that was offered to you. Because the ace of fire is that blood force of energy, lightning force of energy, offering from the universe. Take it. It's up to you to take it. And the two of wands, or the two of fire, is like, I've made my decision. I choose which path to follow. There's a choice. Choice made. Let's plan forward. And the three of fire is, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to start creating. I'm ready to start expanding. Okay, threes are numbers of expansion. I'm ready. I'm ready to get going, to get this moving. Okay, and we have new beginning here with that child already. This is the creating part, but there's a way of thinking here that's putting you in conflict. It's almost kind of like there's something that needs to happen that's gonna bring you great love, new beginning, like a more new beginning. Because that love card, there was one of the biggest thing in it was about new beginning, a new love that's coming towards you, a new way of seeing a love, to the point where it's gonna be so good and so sweet. You're gonna have to ask yourself, is this love or infatuation? Page of Pentacles in reverse. And it fell here for you, Scorpio, in reverse. Some work that you started, the Page of Pentacles, it's about building, it's about creating, right? It could be finances, career. There's something that you started, and the pages also represent younger energy, youthful energy, the child. And by the way, the candle just went off. There's something that you started, Scorpio, that all of a sudden you have in almost second thought, you have two minds about it. Should you continue? Even if it's a career, for some of you, because we have that child here, it could be a family. For some of you, it may be a new path that you have chosen for yourself that you wanted to go on. And now you're having second thought. You're not doing the work that you set out to do because of this conflict that's reside within you. Conflict between the old way of thinking, the dogmas that you learn, the dogmatic way of thinking that you're holding on to, and the self that wants to come out. Yourself, the self that you want to express, but that you're having trouble expressing. You do not know which way to go, which one to choose. So it's almost it has stunted you in your growth. It has stunted you in taking advantage of that new beginning that universe wants to provide you, wants to bless you with. Wow, look at this. And how many times did I say I called this card the Three of Air? That's the Three of Air right here for you, Scorpio. I'm not surprised it didn't come out. Whether it came out or not, but I keep calling this card the Three of Air because what's facing you, because this is what's at the bottom. And the Three of Fire is telling you it's time to create, it's time to expand, it's time to get going, to get moving. It's also a card of movement, okay? Because we're on the move, because the fire cards are action, passionate action. And here, I kept calling this card the Three of Fire, Three of Air. Here comes the Three of Air. You see this? To clarify this, the Seven of Air. Wherever there was sadness, wherever there was heartbreak, wherever there was disappointment, whether it's in a love situation, whether it's in your own, perhaps you feel like someone got the best of you mentally, you're someone outwitted you, or someone made you feel small, someone really broke your heart, or made you feel stupid. Sometimes when people take advantage of you, one of the biggest thing is that feeling of like, you make me feel, not just make me feel small, but you make me feel stupid. Like, how could I not seen this? Whatever it was, that pain, that sadness, it's time to let it go. In healing that heart, Scorpio, that's what's going to put an end to that conflict. And shifting your perspective, holding on to this way of thinking, or things never work out, things are not gonna work out, or for women like me, or for people who go into their career, that's how it always is. Whatever way, dogmas that you're holding on to, it's time to heal. The Three of Swords is a card of sadness, but this is the after tarot. Look, the swords have been taken out of that heart. In the regular Rider-Waite, in the regular tarot, I say regular, but in the tarot, we see the swords piercing through that heart. This is the after tarot deck. These cards are falling out. Whether it's someone who took them out is the universe. We don't see any hands. We don't see anyone in this card. What we see is the swords are out of that heart. And this heart has been bandaged. Healing mode. And it's not just your heart. Because the air, that deals with your mind, your intellect, your way of thinking. It's as if that way of thinking needed to repair. That way of thinking needed healing. And you're in healing mode. That's what needs to happen. You need to remove those words that have created this sadness, that have creating that what is it? What's the word? That I can't think of the word they use, like that chasm, if you will, into your mind, that conflict you need to remove those. Because once you remove those Three of Swords from your heart, from your mind, what are you left with? Once you remove those Three of Swords from that Seven of Swords that's creating you so much confusion, it's the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords. The Four of Swords of mental stability, mental, being in a meditative state, feeling restful, calm. That's what you will be left with. That's what we want to take out. Healing needs to happen here. The conflict needs to happen here. Once those Three of Swords come out, the healing starts, then you can come out of that conflict. You can find your peace, your peace of mind. I'm going to take a clarification on that Five of Fire and that Five of Air for you. And remember, these cards are not even supposed to be here, Scorpio. For whatever reason, they call me to go back on top of the card because those two cards are so familiar because I've seen them before in another zodiac reading. For the Libras, those two came out, different position, but they came out. And I almost for a second was like, maybe I should just reshuffle again. And I know I shuffled well because I don't even put them together. I put them separately. When I put them, stick them back in the card. And then I shuffle before I turn on it. And in shuffling, and they still came out like this. It was supposed to come out. That's your message. And as soon as I thought about that, I should do shuffles. It was like, no, you're not. Go back on top of the deck. And this is what came out for you. That's the message that's supposed to come. That's the way Spirit works. Some clarification on the Five of Fire and the Five of Air for Scorpio. Jumped out. Both in reverse. Look at this. Let me put this down so I can show it to you. The Eight of Air. This is the card of being stuck. Okay? Feeling stuck and bounded in a situation. In reverse. You're removing yourself from this ish. Once that heart once you heal whatever it is that's supposed to heal here, you will move away from this conflict. You will detach yourself from that feeling that I'm stuck to this, that way of being, that constant inner conflict, that constant state of confusion. You will move yourself from this. Feeling stuck no more. Feeling binded and attached and restricted no more. And there's help here. Do you see how she's blindfolded here? Just like she's blindfolding in that Five. These are two different decks. This is coming undone. You're no longer gonna need to feel stuck. That's what needs to happen. To remove yourself, to not chain yourself to that conflict. This is not yours. You need to let go of this. This is not, you don't have to carry around this baggage. The Mother. This is the next step before the Empress. The Empress is the ultimate mother energy. The Queen of Pentacles is also known as the Mother, right? She's the nurturer. She's the Earth Queen. In reverse, she's also very abundant. She knows how to use resources, has to replenish the earth, anything that deals with the 3D world, with the material, whether it's finances, whether it's creating new life. Whether it's even planting, being able to nurture other people. You are balanced. You're not doing it right now. And that needs to change. And by the way, in the regular tarot, this card here, you can see him clearly cutting the cords, releasing. Here it's upside down. It's almost to say that you're not sure whether this is going to work. because the swords still talk, air energy still talk about the mind. It's almost like you still, even as you're being released, you still feel upside down. You like, it's almost like you're not sure where this is going to go. You're not sure whether this is gonna work out. At first you were attached to it, now you're healing, now you're being released, you're getting help in releasing yourself from it. You're still having doubts. You still do not understand your own power of creation, your own power of the abundance that you can create yourself. You're still not understanding it, Scorpio. There's more work to be done here. One more on that 5 of air and 5 of fire for Scorpio spirit. One more. A Queen of Pentacles that's in reverse is one that's not grounded. Because the Queen of Pentacles is very grounded. She knows who she is. She understands who she is. And she finds comfort in her surrounding. Because she knows she can create abundance no matter where she is on this planet. She can take that tiny little seed and multiply it. She can give birth to children and nurture others. Whoa, that is a lot. But here we go. Message is for you. Clarity needs to happen. You need to do the work. Page of Wands. Willing to walk away if needs be. Young energy to embody that image of the Page of Wands, to know when to cut your loss. Here's again, this is another sword coming for you to remove yourself, to know to cut that out. This word is really asking you need to cut that out. What no longer serve you. Look, it's almost like a noose that's in the neck of that sword. And it's almost like it's coming with a message. That's the message for you. With that bird here, that's what I'm getting. And I feel like that's I can't tell which kind of bird it is. I'm not gonna guess because of that thing that's right there by the face. I'm not sure. I think I say it's an owl, but I'm not sure. But there is a message coming through for you, a message of truth and clarity about your situation that you're supposed to get. And with that Page of Wands, it's a younger fire energy, whether it's an Aries, a Leo, Sagittarius. There's a younger fire energy that's gonna help you along in that path. Because remember, those three came out together. And look at this, Knight of Swords. And once you understand that truth, that clarity, you're gonna be mighty fast in that turn. That turn is gonna be a quick turn. And I wasn't gonna take all of those, but all of this is gonna move. This is movement. This is departure. Okay. The Page of Wands here indicate that. Look at them. They're about to set on a journey. After that truth comes through, there's a message that's gonna come. That's gonna give you the clarity that you need in regards to the situation, in regards to on how to release yourself from this inner conflict. And look how fast that Knight of Swords is moving, in full battle, willing to fight and battle your way, battle your enemy, whatever may come at you. Full speed ahead. Because the future situation here, what you have is love. Because you cannot falter. You have to, one way or another, you're going to win in the situation. So that's how I'm not too worried for you, Scorpio. It's almost like this growing pain, this conflict here, it's been ongoing. And you're going through it. But it's almost like the time has come for you to really heal yourself, to really remove yourself from this right here, that's in the middle. So you can get to this. That's what you're working towards. And I love this butterfly in this card that's showing you the transformation that's about to happen for you. With that new beginning in love, in abundance, it's also not just love from the outside, a self-love, a deep knowing of the self, an acceptance of the self, and not just acceptance, celebration of the self, recognition of the self, love of the self. And it's major arcana 12 here in this deck, but number 12 major arcana is usually the Hangman. The Hangman go through this journey. that shamanistic journey of going to making real sacrifice, being suspended upside down, perhaps for even days, to really get to understand, to get a new level, a new perspective. You see? This is 5 of air, double message. That's that 5 of air we've been talking about. Right here. That's the same card. It came in the future situation. That's a threat to what you really want. And it came out this way, by the way. That's why I put it this way. Looking towards the past. If you keep looking towards the past, that's what you're walking right into. That 5 of air, the 5 of swords. Look at this. I want you to see how it came. I'm just gonna slide it forward. This is the world card. It came laying that way. This is literally the way the cards are. You wanna look towards the past, Scorpio? You're looking at more conflicting thoughts, like just more BS, more just unnecessary drama. You want to put an end to that cycle? You want to look towards the future? Literally felt like this, the world card. You would have put a completion to that cycle. This is completing a cycle. You would have you basically dancing to a new gate, a new vortex, a new beginning. Remember how many new? This is the end. This is the last major arcana card of the tarot, including of the after tarot deck that we're using right now. This is completion. Putting an end to this business right here in the middle. You get to go here towards the future. Successful completion. Dancing like she's happy, celebrating herself in the nude. Dancing to a new beginning. Towards love. Like this it feels. You want to keep looking towards the past? Straight into that 5 straight into back into that conflicts. This is another 3 you have here. 3 of Pentacles that we have here. Another card of creation. It's almost saying it's to your undoing. You would create, whichever way you follow, you would be creating this situation. Spirit wants to give you this. But it's almost, again, saying you have a choice in this. This is already there for you. You already love. You already have this new beginning. It's here. They already gave it to you. It's about you, your mind, the way you want to see this. Where do you want to keep your perspective going? How do you want to see the situation, to look at the situation? You are creating your own world with your thoughts. By sticking to one way of thinking and not thinking there's any other way of being. There's any other possibilities. That there's any other, theories out there. Different school of thoughts, of learning. Different way of seeing this, different philosophies. By sticking to this, stay optimistic about your love life. This is the card that jumped out for you. So for some of you, especially this is a love situation, because there's a new to happen here. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Look at this. Isn't that what we've been saying? Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. You want to stay in that conflicting way of thinking, that 5 of Swords that we saw here? This is the same card. Let me pull it out for you. This is the same card. 5 of Air, 5 of Swords. You want to stay here, looking at the past? That way of thinking is going to be an obstacle towards that new beginning that you're creating, that the universe has already extended to you, has already given you. You want to think that you are 8, you have everything that you possibly could want to create the abundant life that you want. That you have put an end to that cycle. You have completed the cycle with that world. You're ready to move forward, to step into, to usher a new beginning for yourself. With the help of the divine or God. To create your own world that you want to. And that with your mind, with your abilities, with the help of God, with your faith, you can create that new beginning. You will receive this. That's what you want. Look at this world card, how there's everything here. We have the swords, we have the cup, we have the pentacles, we have the wands. This is you having everything. This is you having mastered all these different elements. Mind with the swords, passion, creativity with the wands, emotion, feelings with the cups, and mastering the way to manage your resources, to create more resources with the pentacle. Finding also you're grounded, being able to stay grounded, just with the pentacles. When I say it's up to you, Scorpio, you can hurt or help yourself just with your way of thinking. Just by a shift of perspective, you're going to open a whole new world to yourself. Literally, you will be dancing up inside this new vortex, this new way, this new life. Almost a whole new universe, a whole new world. It came like this, felt like this. Positive thinking and faith will bring you women's, will bring you that love. And at the bottom of the deck, by the way, was heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. If it's a love situation, some of you need to express these ideas that you have, the way you're thinking. What exactly did that person do? The way they see you, the way they see the world, that really affecting you, that really hurt you. Maybe the way they communicate, the things they say to you. Perhaps them, that's the way they've been taught, that's what they know. They don't think there's anything wrong with it to talk to you a certain way, to say certain things to you, to connect with you in a certain way, especially in matters of communication. And for you, every single time that person say one of those blasé thing, one of those things, it's like a sword into your heart. You have to keep repairing yourself. You have to keep building yourself up again. And and for them, perhaps they don't even understand it. They don't even see where they're going wrong. And it's you that needs to make sure that you are clear and this is who I am. And there are other ways of being, of thinking, of relating to each other, of communicating with each other. So you can repair whatever here that has what that pain, that sadness. So you can start anew. So you can really get that new beginning, that abundance, that the universe is literally saying, like, Scorpio, it's already here. It's not even like we want to give it to you. It's already here. And the world card sometimes I see as a pregnant woman, like a pregnant belly, especially for some of you, the situation is dealing, you want to start a family, you're trying to create a new family, or you're just creating a new family. It's the same situation applies. Okay? Seduction, passion, and woman's awaits. Yes, love is here. A new beginning, passionate love is here. Even if just with yourself. At the bottom of the deck. Hindrance. How many times have I used that word here? Are you helping or hurting yourself? Are you hindering your situation? Fate has blocked this path for you. This one says fate here, but for a lot of you, this is you. This seven of air, this is not a major arcana. This is you. This is you, your own way of thinking. This is you. As a matter of fact, in that middle where all these issues are, there's no major arcana. We start here. That's our card. All the clarification that you got for this, Scorpio, let's pull them all up. It's all minor arcana, meaning up to you. The Three of Swords, the sadness, the broken heart. The Knight of Swords, fighting your way out of this business. The Page of Wands, leaving this behind, starting this new beginning, passionately choosing to go on that journey for yourself. It's like a younger energy leaving the family home, leaving what you've always known. Look at the face. It's not happiness here. It's not like I'm excited so much for the future. Like, it's almost like he just said goodbye and those people are lingering in the back watching him leave. And it's very pensive about it. Knowing that the path ahead is not gonna be necessarily an easy one. But willing to go in that adventure, using that youthful energy, that gusto, knowing that I have to go. Minor arcana, still. Eight of Swords in reverse, minor arcana. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, minor arcana. Ace of Swords, that truth, that clarity, minor arcana. And the 2 cards in the center that was right there underneath that 7 of air, minor arcana. This is not just fate. And I'm so sorry, I know this reading is long, but somebody here needs to hear this message the way it's coming out. And I pulled the book and I'm going through it literally in details. That's the way it's coming out. And it's coming out in a way like, it's almost like someone is fed up, Scorpio. For some of you, if it is your spirit guide, it's almost like they're fed up for you. It's not, I don't even feel so much like it's with you. It's almost like that energy, it's almost like it's a negative energy that has attached themselves to you, and that you have taken it on yourself, and you're holding on to it. And I feel like that's why that eight of swords came out here. Like, it's kind of like you can't even see it. You don't even almost like understand it. How did that get like here? How did that get so bad? It's almost like someone has taken away your own power, because they've entered that way of thinking. They've entered that, they almost like brainwash you, entered that dogma into your mind, and that's all you know now. That's all, you're stuck to it. And it's like now you have to work really hard to fight your way out of it, to get out of this way, to get out of this way of thinking, a way of relating, whatever it is for you. But for most of you, this is literally a way of thinking here. This is really about how you see things, how you relate with someone else, how you communicate with someone else. It has created so much inner conflict. Hindrance. It has become a hindrance on your path. It doesn't have to be with faith. And I want to pull it. This is the, by the way, the Madame Endora's fortune card. Hindrance. This is interesting the way this is it's set up here, the way the cards are. Let's see. Let me see if I can get to it easily, because they divide them by categories. Like we have the elements, we have the treasury. So let's find where hindrance is, because I want to read if they give you something a little bit better here, a little bit extra about this card, because I feel like for you, Scorpio, this is not just, it's not just fate. And if it's fate, it's because that person has played into your, have messed with your energy, that it has put you completely off balance. In the book, it says, this woodland fairy presents an unavoidable delay. However, this is merely a temporary setback. Try another approach to attain your goal. View the problem from a different perspective to find an alternate solution. Y'all think I'm joking with you. Let me pull it up. Hopefully you can read it for yourself, so you can really, the light is a lot here. Let me see. Oh, Scorpio, I so want you to see this. Can you read it? It's at the very bottom here. Can you read it? I really want you guys to be able to see it. And for those of you that are not interested, this reading is not doing it for you, you can give up on this already. You can let go. But somebody needs to see this. And I really want them to get the full, oh my goodness. I'm trying so hard to adjust the light. If I have to type it, the whole thing up for you, I will do that. I hope you can see it. That's a little bit better. Hindrance at the very bottom here. There, better. Can you read it for yourself, Scorpio? That's basically what we've been saying. Summarize in one paragraph, short paragraph. Try another approach to attain your goal. Don't keep doing that same thing. Don't be stuck in the dogmatic way of thinking. Don't keep looking back to that conflict. No. Close that cycle. Look towards the future. Find another approach to attain your goal, because what you really want is that new beginning, is that love. View the problem from a different perspective to find the alternative. What did I say? I even talked to you about the major arcana 12 being the hangman in the Rider-Waite in the regular tarot. Literally looking for a different perspective, which is gonna come through sacrifices that you're making here, Sacrifices in finding your clarity, sacrifices in getting yourself unstuck, sacrifices in going into battle to fight your way out of this. Because here, for a lot of you, because fate is mentioned here, it's as if someone has created a blockage into your path. And I don't even think, I'm not getting black magic here or anything like that for you, Scorpio. I feel more, it's more like a brainwashing way, like someone playing with your mind, like talking in your ear, confusing you, creating that inner conflict where you cannot really find your ground to stay balanced, so you can really pursue the things you want to pursue, so you can create. And look what's underneath this card is the healing card, the star, so you can make your wish come true, so you can attain your desire. That's what it said here. And here comes the star for you, the star card. If you're still with me right now, I thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for watching this through. And I clearly, dearly hope that this message give you some insights in a situation, any situation that you're dealing with, because that is the whole purpose of this, okay, folks? That is the whole purpose of this. It's a blessing really to be able to relay those messages from spirit. And I was called on this journey, and I'm still on it. And for me, it's very rewarding. And when messages come through so powerful, and yes, it could easily be said in perhaps 10 minutes, but as you can see, it developed through. And the way it came out, that's the way I'm supposed to say it. And I do not edit my video. I could go back and edit and remove 20 minutes of it, but I feel like there's a reason it came out that way. And come back next week for the next set of reading. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it. I am now doing personal reading. You can email me. The email is in the description box if you feel like it as well. And I'm sending you so much love. As always, remember, love is indeed the only answer. Thank you, Scorpio.